The most critical step in printing is the first few layers, and first impressions are everything. Think of building a house. The foundation will make or break the construction of the house. The same applies to the print. As the first layer is applied, you have to make sure that every bit of surface area of that layer stays stuck to the build platform. The weaker the adhesion, the more likely it will be that the print will come loose from the build platform. Now, the higher priced printers may have a way of dealing with this problem by engineering the build platforms with a special material that allows the type of filament designed for it to stick better during print. Old and less expensive printers may not have that option. Instead, there are inexpensive ways to help make sure your prints are successful every time. We've covered the different types of plastic filament, including the most popular, ABS and PLA. While you can use both types in most printers, it is highly recommended that you choose one that works best for you and stick with it. Doing so will extend the life of your printer. It will also help with successful prints each time. ABS plastic was the first filament to arrive on the scene. Through trial and error, it was discovered that if you covered your build platform with Kapton tape, it helped the ABS plastic stay adhered to the platform. Kapton tape is a film that is developed by DuPont and can withstand high temperatures. It is used heavily in spacecraft and airplanes. If you've ever seen a photo of a NASA satellite and wondered what the shiny golden film that things are covered in is, that's Kapton film. It's relatively inexpensive and can be ordered online. PLA plastic has a different chemical composition. Kapton tape was found not to work so well with PLA. It was also discovered through trial and error that blue painter's tape was the best alternative for keeping PLA in place. It's very inexpensive and can be found in any hardware or home improvement store. When applying your platform tape, try to keep one even layer of tape. Try not to leave any gaps or overlaps, as these will surely show up in your prints. I'm going to start at one side of the build platform and work my way across to the other side. It's a good idea to use a small paring knife to make sure the tape is cut cleanly. It just looks nicer. Along with keeping the model in place, there's another nasty thing to look out for during the beginning of a print: warping. Because we are dealing with melting plastic being laid layer upon layer on top of each other, some materials have a tendency to warp while printing. This is caused by the layers cooling at uneven rates. This is very apparent when using ABS filament. ABS tends to shrink when it cools. If it is shrinking during the time that the layer above it is being applied, the print will begin to curl up on itself. PLA can have the same issue, but because of the chemical composition of PLA, it does not suffer from warping as much as ABS. There are a couple things we can do to prevent warping. First, make sure your printer is equipped with a heated build platform. Some printers come with a heated build platform, while other printer makers offer it as an add-on. If you are planning on printing with ABS, a heated platform is a must. Another thing you can do is equip your printer with a cooling fan. Some printers have a cooling fan that activates after the first layers are applied. This forces the layer being applied to cool quickly and match the temperature of the layer below it. Other techniques call for an added adhesive. This is referred to as the hairspray trick. The idea here is to provide a glue to better hold down the first layer of plastic so the print does not peel up off the build platform.